All right. And greetings and salutations to all of our friends and followers out there in the universe. We are here for our Battle of Dresden Monday night game, and we're here on Vassal. And the situation is here it is the 8:40 turn. Over on this section of the battle, we've got the Russians, their advance guard coming in. We had some cavalry action here in the last turn that caused one of their units to break and run. And then over in this section, we've got the Prussians coming in on this side of the Landgraben to make their attack on the French line here. Now, down to the south of Dresden, the Austrians have got reinforcements coming in here and here and here. So they've got a considerable column of troops coming in, and we don't have a whole lot of stuff to stop it with just yet. So we're waiting for Napoleon and all of his generals to show up, but they don't show up until, I think, 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10 o'clock. And so when Napoleon shows up, we'll get another command point, and we'll have some more options, and we'll have hopefully some leaders that can help direct some of our artillery fire. Over on this other side of the map, Thomas has been making his best with this small brigade of French light cavalry under Pajol to stymie the advance of Mesco's advance guard, which are represented by these troops here and here. Right now, the French have got some units in Lobta and up in these little walled farms, kind of, and there's not much else keeping the Austrians at bay. So that's where things stand, and we'll see what things look like here once we get started, but that's the big picture. If you guys have any questions or any comments, let me know. I'm usually playing at this level of zoom. There was some suggestions to kind of zoom in a little bit more, so I will try to do that next time, or when we have some of the close combat, so you can see what that looks like. And so here I'm going to join my colleagues in Discord.
And I tried to skirt that and not incentivize them more.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Right?
Good.
John?
Hey,
Yeah.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, John. Okay, Eric, I guess, is talking.
Can you hear me? Al, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I have a very sensitive little microphone button where if you press it, it will turn off, and my mouse cord touched it, and I didn't realize I turned things off. So I might have been speaking to no one for the last 2 minutes. So
yeah, we didn't hear much from you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. John, one of the fellows who was on the live stream the other day made a suggestion that maybe your sound problem we were having, where we couldn't hear you very well, wasn't so much an issue of your microphone, but maybe your bandwidth on your internet. And so he had suggested that maybe if you turned your video off, that might then cut down on some of the, basically, yeah, and allow for, more bandwidth for the game and for for the voice. It was a suggestion.
Okay. I turned it off.
I know everyone tunes in to look at Tom. He's our eye candy in this particular group. So,
Yeah, well, I think who was that guy? Wolf. I think Wolf Tone
Really?
is particularly attracted to Tom.
I showed Gay Lynn like 30 or 40 seconds of like one of our first videos with the comment, "Hey, I'm a star," and she just shook her head and turned away. Into that.
Yeah.
So I don't think the eye can't works for her that much.
Well, the prophet gets no respect in his own tent.
there you go. There you go. Well, good. Well, I think what we need to do is have our little powwow and figure out what we're going to do for this turn. It's the 8:40 turn. Is that correct? We finished the 8:20. It should be the 8:40 turn.
Yeah, I realized that. I realized by watching the YouTube live stream recaps that I can tune into the French powwow retroactively.
Yes.
It's too late by then, but
yeah.
I'm getting a feel for the way the French think that way.
Well, and it's
kind of like tuning in. You're like a half step behind.
Well, we're doing it mostly to help educate other players. So we're hoping that you're not spying on us, but the Cossacks are everywhere. So what can you do?
They are.
Yeah. So or the British have paid off so many people that it doesn't matter. So all right, I'll meet you in the French headquarters, Tom.
All right.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Good. Hey, so I was looking at our situation over here on your side of the universe, and I see a potential opportunity for you, or for us. We need to try to get something over where we can cancel his administrative marches. And so I'm just wondering if there's a way we can get something either over towards Plauen or down by Dolchen, whereby the rules are if you could do a charge or move an assault, you'll cancel the thing. So I was looking at it. You could move this cavalry that's got Pajol down towards Dolchen, or you could move the cavalry over towards Plauen. And the idea being, well, particularly with Dolchen, you could then charge in the next turn and potentially hit his units that are in road column. So that would cancel the administrative march for that Mu number 10. Plauen might be a little bit harder because you can't charge through general order terrain, so it would take you another turn to get to the other side of the river. But he doesn't have any light cavalry. I mean, he's got some stuff that's activating, but he doesn't really have anything over on that side. And so it's an opportunity maybe to get around and spoil some of his movement. I don't know.
That's why I did. I mean, you're absolutely right, and that's like when I went through the AM fiasco with Al last Monday. That's exactly why I placed the cab where I did. I thought my original gut was to go north and northwest or northeast, but then I go, you know what? I'm gonna go see if I can disrupt his AMs. So I went south instead.
Yeah, I think that's I think we're on the right path there, and I don't think that we can probably get down towards Dolchen or whatever else, get across that bridge, or get over to Plauen and get across the bridge, kind of a thing, and then he's got to kind of double back or whatever else. If he's got any units that route, they've got to go a long ways around to do stuff. So The other thing that I noticed is that over on my end of the field, um, John's got a bunch of stuff that he's moved forward from one of his brigades, and now it's all out of command. And his brigade commander Zythan is out of command. So he's got a bunch of stuff that's out of command. So I have to remind him of that before we start playing, so he can get everything marked up accordingly.
Yeah.
So that'll slow him down a little bit.
That's good. It's a cav or infantry.
Well, the cav, it doesn't matter so much, just because, you've got to, you can charge whether it's in command or not. But it's a bunch of infantry. It's a bunch of these Prussians that he's got up here, close to the town. So that'll slow him down a little bit, and we're just kind of playing for time until we can get Napoleon on. That'll give us another move, and then we can use a bunch of the Imperial staff to create grand batteries, or to lend with the shelling of Allied troops, and so that should help a fair amount.
Yeah, no, I'm set and ready to go. Yeah, I'm over here. I really haven't paid that much attention to what's going on over here, but I was seeing that most of his cab is up front. You're right.
Yeah, so we just have to hope that you get your cavalry roll for Pajol. Otherwise, whatever we do will be delayed by a turn or so. So we'll see. But he's got more stuff coming up, so we might have the chance to shoot at him some more with more of our artillery. We just have to kind of make the best use of it until we can, do whatever. So that's what's up with me, and that's my suggestion for you.
Yeah, that sounds good. It was, that was, like I said, the dust up between Al and I last week. The light bulb went on. Well, if I can't move the AM markers, then I'll just go and cut them off where I can. And that's the best place is probably just south of Dolson, like you said, because the terrain's a little bit easier to get down across.
Yeah, I think that's a better way to go. Harder for him to counter that, while plowing might be easier for him to get something to. But it'll definitely get him, slowing down. It'll mess things up. So, all right. I don't have anything else. We can head back to the lobby.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hi, guys. Can you guys hear me?
All right.
So,
Okay.
John, I noticed at the end of the last turn, you've got over here on your side a fair number of Prussians that are out of command. You've got some that have outstripped their commander, and in the case of Zythan, he's out of range of his corps leader. So
right. I know that. Yes, So let's see here. Hang on a second. So this guy right here.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Oh, we don't have that little thing on this one.
what, the little thing that pings?
Oh, how come I'm not? Oh, is it right click? Or what is it?
So it's press the Alt key and then left click.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm doing, and I'm not getting.
So you have to hold the Alt key down while you left click your mouse.
Oh, I get that. I was doing it last night. I know. That's what I'm doing, and nothing's happening. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on. It helps when the keyboard's on. So I know this guy's out of command. You see him there? He's out of command.
Right.
It's hard to tell because of the little stripes.
I know, we were talking about that the other week.
He's out of command.
These guys up here, I think, are as well. Right. So the guys that I've got. So if we look at.
Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hang on.
So no, the guys that you clicked on are in command, because Perch has red with the green belt, or the green highlights, It's Zythan whose troops have got red with the blue highlights.
It's very hard for me to tell the difference.
I know you have to really zoom in to kind of see it. Or if you hover your mouse over it,
Yeah, I know.
it pops it up. And so
I see what you're saying. This guy right here, he's out of command.
yep. And this guy here is also out of command. So there's a little marker there. And I think this guy here, this the skirmisher unit that you've got,
Where?
this guy here, he's out of command. Oh, wait, no, he's not. He's got a green belt, right? Yeah, he's got a green belt. Yeah, so anybody who's got the light blue. So these guys, your Schützen, they're out of command because they are part of Zythan's group. But I mean, it doesn't matter that much anyway. They're just Schützen. And then Zythan himself is out of command. Yeah. And then you've got this Russian guy who's kind of got stuck there by your infantry. Over there by my Fletch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see him.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, though. Look. So look at these routed units. These guys all came from attacking your square. You know, I didn't do a morale check. I mean, a recovery. I wonder if I forgot to do that.
No. So when they attacked my square, I think one of them failed the pre-melee morale check, so he disordered, and then the other one attacked the square, and you rolled badly, and he disordered. And then when you did your morale check, that's when they routed. They failed their morale check on their disorder roll.
Yeah. Okay. I get it. I just can't remember. Too many things going on here. Okay. Yeah. This is a real problem with these Prussian units and these little stripes on their belts. That's really, really hard to see.
Yeah, it would have been better if they had just made the belt green or light blue instead of red with a light blue piping, or red with a light green or with a green piping.
Yeah.
But you know, they look really pretty when they're on the board.
Yeah, they certainly do.
Yeah, for better or for worse.
The base plane is a little easier, but like on a computer screen, it's really hard to see.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to really kind of zoom in to see it. So, all right. Well, for me, our moo choice is pretty simple. So, I presume you guys are dropping your moos.
Yeah, I did my light cav. I got one.
I'm good to go. Good to go.
Okay, I got Eric, you've got the time right?
Yeah, I advanced the clock to 8:40, so we're set there. So all we need to do is, I mean, we've got 2 moves. How many moves did you guys end up having?
Well, I rolled for a light cav and got it. We have 6 normally, and so we have 7. John, do you have any light cav that can roll?
No, you're all in command.
All right, so we'll have 7 in there. I'm putting 7 in.
Cool.
Six, and I got to get one more. Oh, here's one down here. And we'll put it in there. Okay. All right, so we got them in the cup.
There you go. More moos than you can shake a stick at.
Moo.
Moo indeed. All right. Well, go ahead and let's see. John, why don't you draw from the cup first?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, Sacre Bleu. It's the French first. I don't think we've had that.
How did that happen?
That's too bad.
Yeah, it's because John. Well, it was bound to happen eventually. It didn't happen all the times Tom wanted it to, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Tom, do you and Albert want to go into a separate room, or shall John and I drop somewhere?
It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I wanted. We'll drop.
Okay.
Okay, where are we dropping to? Game room 1.
All right, John, I guess that's just you and me now. So, what have we got? I really was planning on moving after you did.
Yeah.
Because I'm mostly in a spot that I like, and I can't really do much otherwise to really intercept you or do anything like that, other than maybe to bolster a portion of our defense. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll just wheel this guy. So he's just going to this is the right here. This skirmisher, he'll stay in the hex that he's at. He's just gonna pivot into the other hex. So I got to remember how to do that. There you go. So he'll just end up here. He just wheeled right there. And I don't know that there's anything else that I want to do right now, just given the situation. So that's not a whole lot going on down there. Over here with your other troops. No, I think we're okay there as well. So, yeah, I was kind of ready to react to something as opposed to the other way around. So, yeah. So I'm just going to pull these guys back and push these guys, push them forward. They're just one unit there. It's really weird that they're showing up that way. Yeah, and we'll put him in square. So we'll put him there, and we'll put him in square. All right. And those guys are all still in command. Those guys are in command. Those guys are in command. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. Well, it's not sexy, but that's about it.
Yay.
So, I guess it's time for defensive fire.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Defensive fire. Okay.
Back down.
We go back down, I guess.
All right, Eric, we'll just start up here by the river with that guy.
Okay. Yep.
Firing away, we'll just see.
Yeah. No,
15, that's going to be nothing.
Yeah. And then you've got this one skirmisher here.
Yeah, down here, that guy.
Yep.
So we will, let's see here, what's there?
He's got 9 increments normally, and he's lost 2. So it looks like he's got 7 increments. So he's got 3 in each hex.
Yeah. And Prussians are 3, so we'll fire. Let's see on this skirmish.
Well, the guy's right there adjacent to you. So
Yeah,
you'd
we'll
have
fire again.
18 to 14, a 1-to-1 shot. 21.
No,
That's not good. And then you've got this last
then-
chap, the reserve
We'll
guy.
just roll him because I think he's not too good. I don't think so.
Well,
61. That
61.
I don't think that's enough.
Well, I don't know. See what he's got. Maybe he's got 5 to 14.
5 only.
Yeah. So 5 to 14. You're looking at almost. Yeah.
3 to
No.
1.
Yeah. Nope.
That's not a hit.
No, that's not a hit. All right. We're gonna fire back at you. So I've got in the hex there. Here, I'll fire half of those guys on your reserve. So that should be 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1. And I don't think that's a hit.
No.
No, I just missed it. If it was a 42, it would have been a hit. All right. Then I've got these 2 hexes here and here. So that's going to be 18 to your 14, a 1-to-1 shot on your skirmishers. So here we go. And that's a hit. And we were firing on that hex there.
These guys roll. When do these guys roll?
They roll on odd, right? Yeah, Prussians and Austrians on every odd loss. Russians are on even. So
43. So he's good.
okay. All right, and then this.
Oh, wait a minute. He goes to 3. I'm sorry. I didn't know he had a loss underneath there. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Let me fix this. Okay. There. Okay.
All right, and then I've got this hex of line will fire on that hex. So it's 12 to 14 there, and that's a miss. Before I forget, I've got my cannons down here. I might be able to take a shot at you from these guys by the readout. Let's see. Yep, I can get those guys there. Range of 13, and I've got a range of 8. No, I can't hit you. Oh, wait, no, it's a range of 12, is it? 1, 2, 3. It's a range of 11. So I'm at extreme long range, so it's going to be 3 to 6, 1 to 2, and that's a miss. All right.
Isn't that like you're out of ammunition in this game?
I think I have to roll an 11 to be out of ammunition in this game.
Oh, really? 11. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can double check, but I think I marked it because it was different. French supply. If the dice come up 11, then that battery is out of ammunition until you roll for resupply.
Good.
So close.
Good.
We almost pushed the ammunition wagons into the lake or something like that. All right. Let's see. What else shall we do? Well, we've got some units that can fire. Where? I guess these guys that are in the square can take some shots. So they can fire out of this hex, and they'll fire on the second of the 20th Ergerskis. So we are 16 thirded for being in square, so we're 5 to 6 right here, and we'll roll the dice and see what we get. And that's a miss. All right, then we've got our, how many guys are here now? I've got 18. Okay, so I'll do 18 to 6, a 3 to 1 odds here on your Ergerskis who are out of command. 46 at 3 to 1 is a hit. And no morale check for them yet. And then we'll fire our battery that's here in this little earthwork towards your guys that are there, the cavalry that are in line. So I've got 8 to 9, and so we will see what we come up with. 33 is a miss.
Yeah.
All right, I don't think I've got anything else that can do any firing right now, so that kind of concludes things. Oh, actually, I could fire with part of my battery with the guys that are in here. Can they fire there? Yeah, they can fire there. So we'll fire 5 to, I guess it's 9. We're coming in on the backside of your cavalry. Here we go. 55. Don't think that's good enough. 5 to 9 is going to be
not good enough.
No, not good enough. Okay. All right, that's it for all of my shooting for the moment. It's now time to go. Oh, we need to do some recovery. I've got one chap here that is routed, so I'll just roll for him and see what we get. 33 minus 6 minus 12 minus 9 altogether. He might just keep running. 25. Yeah, he's just going to keep running. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Tom, you got all your stuff down on your end of the universe?
Yeah, we finished.
Okay. All right. For our viewers at home, anything exciting happen over here or not?
Oh, over here?
Yeah.
Let's see. For the viewers at home,
Anybody get hit?
We fired around the Lobita
Okay.
Lobtop bastion there, our walled center special structure. We fired around there. He lost one. I didn't lose any.
Okay.
And then we had the bastions fired, and they missed up in the north.
So the bastions fire when the artillery chit is drawn.
The bastions fire offensive fire.
No.
Are they supposed to?
No. So the guns that are in the readouts and the guns that are in the...
I'm sorry, these are the ones in the readouts, not the bastions.
Yeah, so the ones that are in the readouts fire during the artillery chit phase.
Yeah, so he fired both of the redoubt number 4 and 5, or whatever they are.
Okay.
And he got a hit on one of the infantry down here, the 7.5 infantry.
Okay. All right, yeah, so for future reference, just remember that the mortars and the readouts fire during the artillery chit pull in this particular game. So so we'll know...
Don't fire during offensive fire?
They do not. The readouts fire during the artillery chit.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we've been firing them on the offensive fire.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think we fired them both times. I think. Well,
I don't think they get 2 shots.
Go ahead and take your loss back on that cav, Al, and on that infantry, and then I'll just roll it.
Oh, I'll be happy to.
And, when the artillery is drawn.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's what's kind of particular with Dresden, is that's when those guns fire. So
well, they're pretty scary already. They don't need it with the no ammo and no ammo depletion and everything. That's pretty hard to deal with them.
yeah, if we could just get them closer together, we could make a grand battery out of them. Then you'd really be worried. So, well, now let me double check here. Mortars, howitzers, artillery batteries belonging to grand battery. Only time is during the artillery chit. Grand batteries can fire during offensively and defensively. So maybe it's just the bastions that fire during the artillery chit pull. I was under the impression that it was during that all of the readouts, everything fired during that other one. But after I looked at the special rules for the that come with it, the sort of the pre-5th edition rules, and that's what they've got. So okay, if that's the case, then I'll do my firing with my readouts on my side of the universe.
Okay, Tom, I put the loss back on.
So that means I'm going to take some shots at you here, John, with Grand Battery here, or with the one that I've got. Let's see. We'll fire there. So we'll fire on these guns. So at this range, 1, 2, 3, it's a range of 12. We've got 12 to 8, 1.5 to 1. And that's a miss. And then we roll through, and it looks like there's some skirmishers back there. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6 to 12 or 6 to 14. And that's a miss. And that's all there. Let's see. Our other readout. We've got a fire on you. And let's see, who can we get a shot on? What's our range? Only 14. Yeah. We don't really have any good shots. Our units are in the way, and I already shot at that other reserve unit, didn't I? Did I already shoot at this guy here? Or did I shoot at the Landwehr?
And you shot with the cannon, with the battery right next to that
okay.
bastion.
Okay. Yeah, so I've already shot that one, so that's no good. Let's see here. Oh, well then let's take some shots at you from across the river. That's always worth a laugh. So we'll fire right here this way. So across the river and through the woods, I've got 6 to 6 on the 1st of the 20th Jaegers. And that's a miss. And then a bounce through on the other chaps, a 1 to 1 with a -6. And that's a miss. All right, and then we've got the macaroni schnitzel. They're going to fire on your Cossacks. And so that's going to be 8 to 9. And that's a miss. Pretty terrible rolls all the way around for our artillery.
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to shake your computer.
Is that what I need to do?
I think so, yeah.
Well, I don't. If Dennis Spores always shows up at Consim with these beautiful dice that always seem to roll exactly whatever he needs any given time.
Shake your money maker.
Yeah. Okay. So then that concludes all of my shooting. So then that will just save the bastions for the artillery chit pull. Okay. it's your guys' return to the cup.
Oh, hold it. So, AMs. So, I'm revisiting this again. 8.7.2. An AM is immediately canceled the moment any part of it enters the movement radius of an enemy unit. That is, if an enemy unit can move during its next movement segment, either assault or charge a portion of the AM. So if I counted up right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah. Where are you? Where are you here?
Stop.
Okay.
Well, and you can also cancel it this way. You could go across this bridge and cancel his. You could charge over here and hit all these guys that are in road column too. So technically, yeah, you could. So administrative march number 10 is canceled.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he just moved, but it's his next movement. He's expended this movement.
No. The rules are. It doesn't say in this movement he could. It says in his next movement phase, you could cancel. If they could move to get there, they could cancel it.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's what you guys have been cooking up. Okay. All right.
Well,
I knew you were up to
you can listen to the powwow in the after version of it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, cavalry down the alley and get them out of there.
An intense study of the rules can always yield benefits. That's what the moral of that story is.
Yeah.
All right. So that is the 14th.
No, that's number 10. I don't know where number 14 is.
14 is up there further. 14th, I don't think he can get to.
No, he can't get to 14 yet because 14 is further south. But
right.
But number 10 is canceled for sure.
And go ahead.
Yeah. Well, can you get to? Because he's got a screen of those units.
Yeah, I could get to here. I mean, it doesn't. It says just from movement or.
What do you?
No, but it does say that.
And that string.
Yeah, but it does say that if there's impassable terrain, or if there is a screen of friendly units.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think that number 14 is canceled. Yes, because he's got all those Grenzers kind of in the way, and so you'd have to presume that you'd have to fight over them. You can't presume that, so you can't get a.
They're good cap.
Yeah.
No, I think it's. I mean, if he moves those Grenzers out of the way, then that would, as soon as he moves and leaves a gap there, that would cancel administrative march number 14.
Okay, just for my benefit, count out how your movement path gets to one of my guys.
Okay, so let's do this first. So 1. So just so we all know, so he can have up to 19 movement points.
Or a charge, but is it movement or charge?
Either one.
Okay.
Because it says if an enemy unit can move during its movement segment and either assault or charge a portion of the AM.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
I don't see these moves.
Oh, that's because you don't have the little flashing thing.
Oh.
He's down there by the bridge at Spitzberg, Kohlberg.
He's down by this town called.
I'm gonna put charge marker.
Okay. Yeah, do a charge marker. I still don't see it. Oh, there you go. I see it now. Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
right. Well, those are the guys. Those guys are not the guys that are headed to 10.
No, the guys that are headed to 10 are over here by Weißeritz,
right.
by this other bridge.
Yeah, that's
Those guys, the Grenzers you just went after, they have no administrative march. They've already reached their administrative march, and it's moot. It's a moot point.
Right. So
the guys that have the 10 are the
yeah, they're over here.
Blue and white.
Yeah.
So
did you reach them? That's a
yeah.
question.
He can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You went up a.
There's
slope,
no cost for
okay.
going up the slope. It's not a severe slope.
Okay.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18.
No, it's not. It doesn't cost 5 to go across the bridge. It only costs 3.
Plus 3.
Yeah, so it's 4 to
Plus
get on
3.
that side.
Each one short, aren't you?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh, look, there's a
14,
severe
15,
slope.
16,
There's
17,
a severe
18,
slope
19.
right there.
You can go 17, 18, 19, and you end up right there, and you'd be hitting him in that road column.
Yep.
You just
Okay.
yeah.
Does he have to get to me, or does he have to get to the?
All he needs is the potential to charge one of your units, and so given where your unit is right now,
right.
he's got the potential to
Okay.
get there. So,
All right, so
administrative
so we took
march
out the
number
10,
10.
and
Yeah.
I see it, and so okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the Grenzers are screening administrative march number 14 currently.
Yeah.
So
right. And the Grenzers, there's no reason to trace to the Grenzers because they don't have an administrative march.
no, but just be aware of it.
Yeah, I'm aware of it. I didn't see that coming, actually, to tell you the truth, but you drew first, so you got it.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved south that last turn.
Yeah. I thought you were. I didn't see that as your objective. I saw other things as your objective. So, okay.
All right.
Well, that's unfortunate, but we'll live with it.
Okay, so are we ready to go back to the cup?
Yep.
All right, John, you pulled. I'll go ahead and pull. And it's the Austrians, Russians, and all those other enemies of liberty.
Okay, let's see.
So, do you have any charges, John? I can't hear you, John.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Albert, do you have any charges?
I could. Let's see. Could have some charges. I definitely got the. All right. Hold on, I'm looking at these guys. 14 and 14. Okay. Come down. I don't think so. No.
Okay. All right. So time movement. So John, join me down in the room number 1.
Don't start the clock. Hey, hold the second.
Oh, okay.
Don't start the clock.
Really, I have a-
there. Because I'm having difficulty getting down there.
I have a question about what we just talked about.
Yep.
Now, we're talking about Tom's potential to charge. Now, so his potential to charge could be impacted by counter charges. And if his path that he just laid out there to the guys that had the 10 marker, if they would have been across a countercharge path, does that still count?
So, reading the rules, it says an administrative march is immediately canceled the moment any part of it enters the movement radius of an enemy unit. That is, if an enemy unit can move during its next movement segment and either assault or charge a portion of the administrative march. So it says, note that a screen of friendly units or impassable terrain would suffice to prevent it. So if you put, say you put something down and you block the bridges, right? You put a unit in front of the bridge, or you had, you know, a screen of cavalry there. Cavalry, a countercharge doesn't count. It's only looking at what the potential is. Now, if you had a screen of cavalry, if you had a wall of cavalry that prohibited him from moving through it, then that would have...
That answers my question.
Yeah.
The countercharge capability across that path does not count.
Nope, it does not.
Okay, well, that's screwed up.
Well, it's you can't count on a countercharge, can you? I mean, what if you blow
can.
your roll?
Well,
Not 100%. You need to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I just I raised the question because it would seem like that would impact it, but I guess it doesn't. Okay. All right. I'm ready to go on the clock, I think.
Okay.
All right. You're on the clock.
All right. So, John, shall we stay up here?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, you guys are staying up here?
Yeah, he's having problem finding getting down to the room. All right, which mood do you want to start with first?
I'm going to start with right here.
Okay, mood number 5.
That, so
okay.
Are you still
coming over here?
I'm still up here. Hold on. I hate to take my time to go down to the damn room.
Pause it.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess this guy would kind of fall back to there, I suppose.
Well, wouldn't he just pivot back into these 2 hexes? Yeah.
They went back. Oh, maybe that's the regs, so it's different. So okay.
Yeah, I mean, he's just because he would just move from the one hex to the other, I would guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he can't be in the same hex where he was. But
I don't have time to do that.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Unfortunately. Then these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3. What else can these Prussians do, huh? Except for come at you all fists and elbows. that cavalry right there. Two. Up. Up. I think it's cost 4, 5, 6 there. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what it is. This bridge.
It costs, it's +3.
So that would be 8, 9, 10, 11. And then these guys, let's over here. This guy is going to go there.
So are you done with move number 5?
No, I guess I shouldn't. Yeah, because I was just, I forgot about these guys down here. Yeah, you're right. So let's see here. So this guy's 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think they can make it over the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's in column, road column still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put that there. That leader up there. This guy's going to go into road column, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll get a road column movement for him, thing for him. And then the police is going to come over here for now. And there was another leader. He was going to stack over here. These guys. And these guys. Salting there. And then that guy coming down. And he's going to be salting there. And these guys are there. We're going to go to there. These guys are going to go here. How much time do we have?
Oh, I think you've got a few minutes left at least. I mean, I think Tom will come back up when they're done.
Yeah. That damn artillery of yours is all over the place. It's hard to try to move to get someplace without getting whacked.
That's all the French. That's all the French have got at this point. All we've got is stuff to whack.
Yeah, man. So I got it left here. I got it in here. Let's see here. Probably should move. Well, let's just have to see what I can get out of this. Guy there. This guy's gonna split. And then we're going to come stay there. Mhm. Not be doing that. Mhm. Okay. I think I'm good for now.
Okay.
It's a long 10 minutes. Mhm.
Let's go. I'll pop down there and see if they're done. You guys done?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We weren't keeping time, but we probably presumed it felt like 10 minutes. So
I think I've got a little bit of time left.
6 seconds left.
6
Oh,
seconds.
wait a minute, one
Okay. All right. 6 seconds, John.
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Do something impetuous. Get all your guys out of command.
I have to keep. By the time I got to my cans where they're supposed to be, the 6 seconds will be over.
Oh, yeah. That's par for the course. Well, then let's get started with our defensive fire. So we'll start up in the north and we'll work our way along the line. So we'll start up here by this out of
Are we going back down?
your Ergerskis. So I'm going to have 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1 on those boys. And that's a hit. And the morale check.
Okay.
Yeah, they should be okay. They're not that bad.
31 or 26, one of the two. Yep, 26. Okay.
Okay. Then this other hex will fire on the guys that are assaulting. So that's another 1.5 to 1. Here we go. And that's a hit. So just put a 1 marker on them so we know they'll have a -3 on their assault.
Get a 1 marker. Where do I just get a 1 marker?
Let's see. Unit markers. Increment lost.
Here's that. I got that.
Yeah.
He's got a 1 under him now.
Yeah, that's fine. Just remember that he suffered
go.
that in there. All right, then we're going to fire the guns and the infantry at these guys, the bigger stack. So you've got, it looks like 12 increments coming in at me.
Hold on a second. Whoa. Wait a minute. So this square is firing again?
No. What fired at you and hit the first guy was this other half of my skirmisher.
Oh, I thought you fired both
Nope.
portions of him.
Nope.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I did 9 to 6. So I fired this hex on your Ergerski and then this hex on that hex.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So so now the square will fire, and I'll have 6 increments for or 6 factors for the infantry, and I will have 5. Well, so it's 6. It's 22 thirded. So it's 7. Right? Yeah. 7 to 6 with a plus.
2.
With a +3, right? You've got
3.
Yeah.
+3.
7 to 6 with a +3. Here we go. 24. Oh, and it's shifted actually because it's canister. I forgot. So it's 24. No, that's nothing. Good. Now we've got these guys here. Lots of people charging in. It's terribly exciting. So down here on this part of the line, so I've got these skirmishers plus this hex will fire on the first of the second Prussians.
Hold on a second. Doesn't this all have to be done at one time? Like you have to combine that with this infantry regiment?
What are you talking about?
Well, doesn't like this guy right here, him, right? That hex and this hex have to combine on this guy?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? I get just watching this stuff, I'm not really hearing and putting together what you're saying.
Yeah, well, that's why I started using the little flashing thing to help make it. So I just needed to figure out how many. So this guy's got 9 fire factors, and this guy is going to have 12. So that's going to be 21 to 6. So that's 3 to 1 odds. So 3 to 1 odds. And we roll. A 45 at 3 to 1 odds is a hit on your Prussians. So they need to make a morale check.
There's the morale check. So let's.
I know the last one.
Okay, good. So now I've got the other hex here is going to fire on these guys that are coming in. So we've got 12 to 6, 2 to 1, no pluses, no minuses. 56 at 2 to 1 is a hit, and a morale check for them. And they pass. Okay, now moving down the line, we've got a shot here on that one. So that's a 2 to 1 shot on these chaps right here. And that is a hit. That's on the 2nd of the 2nd Westphalians.
This guy you just fired at, right? That guy.
Yeah, that guy right there. So make a morale check for him. 34, they pass. Okay. And then we've got a 12 to 6, and then we can add in a fraction of that. So that's going to be 9. So that's going to be another 3 to 1 shot on those guys. So 3 to 1 on those chaps. 63 at 3 to 1 is 2 hits. On your 2nd of the 9th Silesian Landwehr.
No, okay.
So go ahead and make your morale check for those boys.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I fell asleep there for a second.
33.
Oh, this guy's gonna distort them. No doubt.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah, 34. Yep, so he just missed it.
So he's going to come back. One. Oh, crap. I didn't move those guns when I should have. Shit. Okay, well. So 1, 2, 3. Got to go to there. So then these guys right here, they'll check. They pass. The guns, they pass.
Okay, just plunk a disorder marker on him, and
Oh yes. Nope. Where'd he go? Where the hell did he go?
interesting.
He disappeared.
We had this happen once before, didn't we?
Yeah, it just disappeared.
He's right there.
There he is.
He's underneath
Oh,
the.
okay.
He was underneath the increment counter.
I can't rope it. Did it again.
Just move him
Yeah.
off the hex, then move the number 2 on, and then move him back. Or just use the sideways arrow key to kind of cycle stuff through.
What do you hit? Control to do that?
No, normally you just click on the hex and then you just press the side, like either the left or right
Okay.
arrow key, and then it just changes the order of stuff in there. Okay, I've still
Okay,
got a
cool.
couple more shots left to do. So we will go this hex here. We'll fire on those guys there. So it's a 9 to 14 on those Fusiliers, and that's a miss. And then these guys have got to fire at the chaps that are attacking them. So that's 9 to 6, 1.5 to 1, and that's a hit. And a morale check for those boys. $23.
I don't think they're going to make it.
I don't know.
Those guys aren't so high. Think they're going to make it.
Oh no, they don't have very good morale at all, do they?
No, they're landwear basically. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. Well,
Okay.
well, that sucked. But hey, they're Prussians. What can I expect?
That's okay. They did better than you had pretty good results, all things considered. Okay, so you get to do your shooting.
Don't hold it as a back. Okay.
Come on, John.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, John.
Doesn't this happen From my reading of the rules, is that this defensive offensive fire is simultaneous.
Correct.
It is.
So I just moved your guys back. Let's start with them first, and then you can finish moving them.
All right. I just didn't know if I had read that wrong, or if that's really how it goes.
No, it's supposed to be simultaneous.
Okay. All right.
Just make shit up.
What's that?
I said you just make shit up.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So we'll just start down here at the bottom
Yeah.
where we just were. So so the unit. So this guy will fire on that skirmisher.
So they can't all combine because you have to fire at a hex. So your skirmishers could fire at
It's the back side of them.
at this
sorry.
hex,
Okay.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but
I
those
got it.
those other two guys could fire on that hex. So you're
Yeah.
probably looking at a what 10 to 14.
Yeah. 51.
Yeah,
I think
10 to
that's
14.
No.
All right. So
No, that's a
then
miss.
that skirmisher, I mean, not going to be much of anything. So
before you get
54.
too carried away, no, that's not going to hit because that's a 9 to 14. Go ahead and move the guy that disordered that's down here at this end, just so we remember to get him out of the way.
Then these guys, so we got what's in here. So those fellows
We're gonna, let me just flip one of these other ones over to see what they are.
it looks like with that OC on there, I can't tell. Is it 8 or 6?
So the Landwehr are worth 4, and the other unit is worth 6. So you've got 10 to 9 if you combine them on that hex.
Yes.
So it's a 1-to-1 shot. And that's a miss.
That sucks. That doesn't. So we'll move these guys back over to here.
Yep, that's where they were. Cool.
Then now we have that guy.
Yep.
And this guy. That one guy is a
The Fusilier's probably got a decent fire value. He's worth 6. Oh, well, he's not decent.
no, he's 6 too.
And the
So
other
that's
chap
12.
is worth 6. So it's 12. It's 12 to 9. It's 1-to-1. And that's a miss.
I hope this is an indication of my morale.
I'm hoping it is your morale checks. Can we just count it as your morale checks? Okay. Where are your guns going to shoot? Okay, so you're going to shoot at the skirmishers.
Yeah.
So it's going to be...
I don't think I could fire at... Where's the thread? I don't think I could... No, I can't. No. Yeah, I was going to fire... Don't I fire over the skirmishers into the infantry behind them?
Well, let's
Because I'm on the
see.
hill.
You are on a higher elevation, and I'm closer to the elevation. Oh, you're making me check line of sight elevation rules. These are the ones that I hate the most in the rule book.
The intervening terrain of combat unit is closer to the fire unit than it is to the target hex. The fire unit is at a higher elevation than intervening terrain, and the line of sight is not blocked.
And what if... So the intervening terrain or unit is closer to the target than it is to you, right?
Yes.
So what does that mean? That means that you've got to fire at the skirmisher, right? Because my skirmisher's right next to me.
Yeah, so it's not blocked.
Yeah, it would not be blocked. So it would be 1-to-1.
On the skirmisher. Yep.
Yeah, 46.
That just misses.
Yes, it does.
Okay, what's next?
Well, let me do this artillery. And so now we've got all these guys assaulting, firing on your square. So that's 12 to your
12 to 6, I believe. So it's a 1-to-1. It's a 2-to-1. So go ahead and roll, John.
I was just looking at something. God,
13.
that really sucks.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Which assaults do you want to do first?
Oh, these out of command guys up here are gonna fire too.
Oh, you're
And
right.
your
Yeah.
skirmisher. Jesus, another 13.
Well, just keep it up for the melee
Jesus.
rolls, and you'll make me happy. It's without the icon of Smolensk, the Russians don't know what to do here.
Well,
These
they're,
Russians and their wooden shoes, damn it. They're getting can't.
Yeah, your Gerskis are probably wearing wooden shoes indeed. Oh, all right. So which assault do you want to do first, John?
Well, we might as well start from the top and work our way
Okay.
down.
So you've got looks like you got
I've got
5. You got
5.
17 to, and I've got 8. So it's a 2-to-1 on the odds chart. And so 2-to-1, it's a -3 from me, but I'm in square, so I have a +6. So altogether, it's a +3. So we'll roll the dice and see what we get. 14, that is not a good roll. So 14 plus 3 is going to be a 21. So the guns fail, and the infantry fail. So they all disorder. The guns are going to be removed, and these guys have got to run away. So let's see. I got to mark them as disordered. All right, and I got to figure out where to send them. So they've got to go back 1. Whoops. We'll lasso them here. 1, and we'll go over the square 2, 3. I guess they can get, 1, 2, 3, maybe here. 2, yeah, we'll put them right there. Okay, so then I'll make a morale check for the guys in the square they just went over the top of, see if I can do better than your 14s. Hey, that was the roll I needed. Okay, so let me get rid of this, and
That thing gets stuck like in some sort of.
Yeah,
digital-
it's, people say it gets stuck. It gets stuck on highs and lows. People say that.
Yeah, but I doubt it.
Well,
All right.
it does seem to happen. I don't know.
well, it would be nice if it stayed stuck just for you.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so you have to advance into the hex. You'd be overstacked, but then you have to roll for everyone to kind of get shuffled out. So you'd have to make a morale check.
I'd be 17. I'm not overstacked.
Oh, you've got a leader there. That's right. Yep. So you advance into the hex. You don't have to make a morale check.
Wow.
They have to come in.
They do, and you don't have to make a morale check for it. Ed's posted a note to Facebook correcting us on the last one. So
Ed's correcting our gameplay. He's heard of our live stream.
Yes, I think he watched one of our earlier Dresden episodes, and so he'd made that comment. So
He's probably having popcorn at the warehouse when he watched that.
Made a comment about what?
we had done something earlier, I think John and I, where there was a melee, there was something that failed, and then the question was, well, do the attacking units have to make a morale check in order to advance into the hex that was vacated? And the answer is no, they don't need to make a morale check if the other unit failed its pre-melee morale check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you've got 1 down, 2 to go.
Then you said you can use the keyboard and I can hit that it will cycle this stuff through.
Yeah, so if you just click on a different hex and then come and click back on that one.
Okay.
And then if you press the sideways arrow key, that's your little four keys, it should allow you to move stuff up and down.
Get right past him.
There you go.
Okay. There's the leader. So we know he's got a leader by him and he's going to get blasted by those guns. That'll be fun.
Well,
all right. Mm-hmm.
How easy, John, is it for you to take that redoubt now? You have to. Is it still hard?
Yeah. Well, only 6 hexes. Only 6, I think. increments can attack it, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
All right, Eric. So why don't we do this guy down here?
Okay, so good. So it looks like you've got 7 plus 8. You've got 2-to-1 odds, right? No, you've got 1-to-1 odds. Because you've got 8 and 7. Yeah. So there's no pluses, there's no minuses for me. It's just a straight up die roll. Here we go. 55. So we pass. So you're going to have a -3 plus a -3 for the hits. So you'll have a -6 on this chap here.
Yeah. So here goes. We're just roll for him. Jesus Christ. He went down.
come on. Come on, John.
He went down.
So he's going to disorder.
Okay. Guys, and they're going to have 6 too, I suppose, with 1.
Yeah, they'll have a minus. Yeah, they'll have a -6, but they've got a +1 for their leader, so it's just a -5 altogether.
No. 31.
So 31 minus 5 is going to be a 22.
They are a 22.
Yeah, so they pass. All right, so we just do our numbers here. That's easy for me. I got 18.
The hex on the other side, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're attacking that one. When you were doing the others, it would have been combined. So, yeah, so I got 9.
That's why I put my arrow down wrong, too, because I wanted that other arrow to be pointing down at that other hex.
Which
Not
other
the top
hex?
That was just a mistake that I made.
No, but but I knew that that's the unit that you're attacking, right?
Yeah.
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 So it's probably a 2-to-1.
18.5.
Yeah. So it's a 2-to-1. You've got a +1 for your leader, it looks like.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll.
Well, here's the moment of truth, huh?
53 plus 1 becomes a 54, a 2-to-1. I'm disordered, so I'm going to lose an increment. And then I have to retreat back 3. So let me mark him as disordered. So we're going to go back 1, 2, and 3 right there. And then you would just advance into that hex. Yeah,
so now,
just like that.
This next assault, so
I don't know how many increments you have there. So you got 7 to 9.
You don't have 9 because I'm attacking that northern.
So
that northern.
No, when you're adjacent to both of them, you're attacking both of them. If in the other case you weren't adjacent to it.
Okay.
Yeah, but the way at least my understanding of the rules in a case like this.
If you have 9, you would have 8 because you're in line. You have 8 increments.
No, I have 9 increments there.
Whenever line is in defense, involved in an assault, it only has, for its morale check, it only has 4 increments.
That's for the attacker. The defender adds all of theirs in.
Yes.
You got
Yeah.
line. Only top 4 increments of the unit line may fire. A maximum of 4 rockets may be used towards a premarital assault check.
So only 4.
11.2.1.
So okay, so I have 8.
Yeah.
Right, so I have I have 8 and you've got 7. So
Oh, I think 7. Oh,
so it's
okay.
1 to 2. So I have a +9 on my morale check, and you've got a -6. So I will make my morale check. I pass.
Yes, you did.
And you have got a -9. You took a hit, and you got a -6 for the odds.
Wait a minute, it's a 2 to 1?
No, it's a 1 to 2. I have 8. I have 8 increments,
Okay,
and
yeah.
you have.
I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
didn't hear that.
yeah.
Okay. All right, here I'm rolling.
44 minus 9. That's going to become a 34. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be a 31. I don't know what those guys are worth.
They're not that bad.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 20-something. Okay, so then we just do our numbers.
Okay.
I've got 20.
Below that, so it's going to be a 1.5 to 1.
So we got it's a 1 to 2.
Well, wait a minute. 1 to 2.
Yeah, it goes from 1 to 1 to 1 to 2. There's nothing in between.
The wrong chart I was looking at. I'm sorry. I had the fire assault. Okay, yeah, 1 to 2. Fine. All right, here goes.
64. That's a good one. So at 1 to 2, that's 2 and 2. You lose 2, and I lose 2, and we glare at each other.
Yes. No fun. I think that's it.
Okay.
Albert, you got anything?
I think Albert went to go get another margarita. He told me this. He was on his 4th margarita already. So. What can you do? Okay. So you've got, I guess, morale checks.
Yeah.
So start with the routed guys first.
Yeah. Well, so these guys are going to have to keep going back here. So
Yeah, until they get, I guess, into.
Oh, are we doing routes now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do mine. I got a guy down here in Plowton plowing. Okay, so
he's got a route somewhere. He's within 14 of me.
he does. Okay.
He's within.
Okay, so how many? He's within 14. How many has he got away? Let's see.
All right, John. Yep, I see you, John. Oh, those guys are going to route. Yeah.
13. 13. He's got to go 2 away. And I'll probably take him across river, or I'll take him. I'll take him up here.
This is where it always gets to be friggin' complicated with the route movement.
So,
is he going to go over the ditch, or is he going to go through one of his friends?
I think he's got to go this way like this.
Yeah.
Stay together.
No, just move the marker. We'll figure it out later. But I mean, he's only going to move 3 because because he already moved 3 in the first part of his route path.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, he would move 4. He's got 4 movement points. He moved 3. He's got 4 that he could use.
That's it right there then. Because you wouldn't. I mean, I guess he could go to here.
Yeah. So the first priority is to move away from the enemy. Second priority is to move through the most economical terrain possible, the lowest movement points. Retreating units move through. Then the next one is avoid hexes containing other friendly units. Retreat towards the friendly depot, and then avoid prohibited terrain or whatever else. So units that are forced to leave the map are considered off the map. Well, that's no big deal. So so he just moved down to that little right there. He kind of gets stuck. He doesn't have enough to make it across the ditch. So
No. Okay. So then we'll go with that
okay.
guy.
Oh,
They're not very good
out of
either.
there too.
And they've gone 3 hexes already.
Right. So they've got another 4, I guess they could move. No, they've got 3.
Hopefully we get a little better luck with these guys.
They're your Landveer. Oh my God.
God,
John, come on, man. Come on, man.
You know you're in trouble. You know you're in trouble when the digital dice don't like you.
Yeah, we got to figure out a way to, I've got to talk to Dave, who's been working on it, and say, got to come up with like a special button I can press so when the French are doing things, it always rolls high, and when the enemies are rolling something, it always rolls low. So,
Well,
have a special module. Well, have you ever played sat opposite? Have you ever
be good or lonely?
have you ever sat opposite Dennis Spores when he's got those brand new dice he gets at the at Consim? It's uncanny the rolls that he comes up with.
Or Jim or Dennis might watch this. So
It's okay. I've kidded them both about it, so it's the sort of thing that Jim and I are play testing the upcoming game virtually.
You better be quiet.
I didn't say the name of the title. We're playing it virtually, and so the dice are just the dice. They fall out of the dice tower. So, all right. Well, does that take care of things for you, or you've got 1 unit? No, actually, you don't have the artillery's not ready to get resupplied yet. So, okay.
All right. Okay, I can't wait
up.
to see what Tom has to say here next.
Back up to the cup. So, Albert, your turn to pull.
All right.
Well, hold on.
Uh-oh.
We got the AM thing again.
What's the AM
we got
thing?
this AM thing, which he's going to try and double up on that AM thing, I think.
Well, we did kind of warn you about the screening.
Yeah, sure. But the question I have is when you're when your movement, you have movement potential, it seems like it should be active. When you don't have movement potential, it doesn't seem like it should be active. You see, you're trying to project out. You move once and destroyed. You're getting a double effect in one turn. You don't have any movement potential now, but you're still projecting a move here.
Well. So Albert, the idea is that you these guys are usually with the administrative march, they're marching up to wherever. So if it has everything to do with what the potential is for them in the next turn. What happens if?
Yeah, but I won't be there in the next turn.
But that's the reason why it says. That's the reason why it says that it's it's any time. It's immediate. Yeah. Right. I mean, this seems
to like give him twice the effect to me. In other words, he's projecting. Ultimately, he's projecting twice the movement potential from where he started.
No, I mean, right now he can't interfere with this other group because you got stuff there on that one bridge, like right?
Well, okay. In other words, these guys will move right over that thing. In other words, in my regroup phase or in my reinforcement phase, I'll just move these guys towards the admin marker.
So, if you look, can I ask?
I can't go that far anyway.
No, what I'm talking about is right here, just north of Guttersea.
Right.
Yeah. Right. You're saying that you disrupted the march again. That's what you're saying, right?
Where that charge marker is, that's where if you move into that, then that's where it says if an enemy unit can move, blah 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 blah. As soon as because any part of your movement enters the movement radius of an enemy unit.
Okay, but does that mean? Okay, well, the thing I am questioning is you've already moved your complete movement for the turn. If you take this as a 20-minute segment, you moved as far as you could in 20 minutes.
Yeah, because the next turn, he could get to you in the next turn, then it's over with. I think the mistake.
Yeah, John's right. It's not could he get you this turn? It's a case of could he do it in his next movement segment. So in his next movement segment, he could.
In his next movement segment, if these guys are going to move this turn, they're going to move away from him.
So here's what it says. Because it is canceled immediately the moment any part of the administrative march moves within the movement radius of enemy units. So it's an immediate cancellation. So it's not a case of I'll be canceled next turn. It's as any time that in the turn, whether it's your movement, his movement, whatever, it's immediately canceled. That's the wording that it has there. It's not it's canceled the next turn. It's immediately canceled. So
all right, so you're saying because he projects in his next turn,
yes,
my move this turn is canceled.
Yes.
It has the potential to do so.
That seems okay.
Now
I'll play that way, but that is nuts.
Now, Albert, can I give you a piece of advice?
I'm just going to march out. What about if I have an alternative march route?
You've got to march in the most direct path.
Yeah, but I could march. I believe the administrative march can also go along the road, right?
Yeah, I mean the administrative march does not have to be in road column. I mean,
some of these guys are not affected by that. You're saying if any one of them in the whole formation is affected, that the administrative march is canceled.
Correct.
Yes, because they're in they're in the harm's way. That's why. They're in harm's way. So they got
If I got the
so that
if I got-
administration march now is canceled because they've got to deal with what's happening around them.
Well, okay. They are not exactly in harm's way if they move. If they're allowed to move.
You've got to move directly up that road.
Yeah, well, I can.
Well, but that's the thing. You're always going to be is where the problem is that the mistake that we made was that we didn't take out that cavalry and it was able to swing itself down around and cancel your MUs, and that's what they did. Your administrative march. When that cavalry should have been the number one thing we should have taken care of, because that's the only cavalry they have on the field.
All right. Well, I could, for that to be a threat, they have to not only get the first move, but they have to, because if I get the first move, I can charge them.
Yeah, right. But your AM is canceled now, right now.
Oh,
As soon as
all
they
right.
go out there, it's over with.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
so Albert, the choice you have, you could, if you wanted to, at this stage, if those units move forward, they would then fall within the potential range of being attacked. So if they don't move forward, then the administrative march isn't canceled. You just hang back for a turn. They're all waiting to see what happens. They're waiting to see you do stuff.
No, I think Tom's saying it's canceled right now.
It is.
Oh, is it? Oh, because he could hit them?
That's what they're saying. They're saying I don't have a choice here.
No, look where the charge marker is. What I'm saying is as soon as you move onto that charge marker, then you moved into my radii and your AM for that group.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, what about if I don't move that guy, but let's say I go back here to the to this 11-5 back here, okay?
Yeah, you could do that.
Now,
on the side of the road.
Why can't these guys move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that?
We're not saying you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, if there's a portion of it that would be intercepted,
that would be a problem.
Right, but you could hold those other guys back, and you could move the guys that are further back forward. I don't know. I mean,
right here, Al. See the little red where I'm doing right now?
No, I don't have the flashing red thing.
Right here, the 19, the first of the 19, right next to the charge marker.
Southwest of the charge marker.
Yeah.
So that guy's gonna have to come through the woods, pay for the woods, cross over the road, go on, and then go onto the road and up.
They can do that, and what? Yeah. Well, I can't go on the road because that's next to that marker.
You can go next to it. He's saying if you go into that, you cross into that marker, then that's where it is potentially he could charge you.
Okay, so then let's go ahead and pull the chits. When we come to the reinforcement hex, I'll execute that march.
Hey, Tom, can I ask a question, though? Does he have enough movement points to get into that hex?
Into the hex where the charge marker is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly 19.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom's been checking that for, I don't know how many times he's checked it.
Yeah, he's been studying.
Yeah, I see that little thing moving constantly, so I knew exactly what he was doing.
Okay, let's go to the cup, guys, and see what we come up with. So, Albert, it's your turn to pull. Let's see what we got.
Oh. All right.
It's
regroup.
Now, so you guys do your regroups first.
I don't have any.
I got some. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
See where I have, let's see here. These guys are out of command, or a little longer out of command. These OCs out here.
Yeah, go ahead and so if you just like right click on them,
Okay.
it looks like you can just, if you just go to unit and then go to the out of command label, it'll remove the out of command button. But that's I mean, do you have anybody else that you're actually regrouping is the question.
Because they're all in command. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, no, they're all, that guy's on. Those guys can't move because they were already, no, there isn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, you moved your leader up here under that Mu number 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they are in command, but you would, we take the out of command label off. You know, you can take it off now. It doesn't matter since there's nothing going on. I don't have anybody that needs to regroup. Everybody's still within command radius of my various and sundry leaders.
In the Lamy game, the Prussian landwehr, whenever they disorder or they rout and they rout past another landwehr unit, then those units have to make a morale check. And I'm starting in Lamy now. It's starting to be a cascading effect for me.
Yeah, no, I played that with my friend Robert, and it was a disaster. I had, one thing failed, and then they all start running away. So he doesn't have it in this particular one, but I know that in the Marshall Enterprises Hagelberg, they had something where, like, if the landwehr gets shot by an artillery piece, they might not be able to move forward again. For the rest of the game, they just kind of stand there paralyzed. Yeah. So
nothing beats that 7th Division disintegrating into Moscova, though.
Yeah, but they're all back now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of scattered all over the place.
Yeah, well, that keeps you busy during regroup. All right, Tom, do you have anything that needs to regroup?
Yeah.
All right, I don't have any regroups, so
next Chit.
Next Chit. Whose turn is it? It's Tom's turn.
Me, because Tom went, right?
Yep. All right, now we get to drop some bombs on you. Now we get to do some aerial bombardment.
Now, just to be clear, redoubts do not fire, right?
No, at least from what I see, it's the bastions that fire. The redoubts fire during the French turn.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, those bastions are pretty far away. Yeah.
I'm pretty close to him now.
All right, well, I've got some that can fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I'm going to drop one right on top of Von Perch. So the Jupiter Bastion is going to fire right here on Von Perch. And let's roll to see how the wind is blowing. Oh, the wind is not blowing. Our bombs are going to fall. So I've got 8 to 6. It's a 1-to-1 shot. 41. Missed you. Missed you by that much.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Then the Mars Bastion. The Mars Bar Bastion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, we are going to drop a bomb on top of von Zythen and his exciting little squad of people. Let's see if the wind is blowing. Oh, the wind is blowing. Let's see which way the wind blows. So starting 1 o'clock is at north 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These little Landwehr here. Those poor bastards. Let's see if we hit them. It's a 1-to-1 shot. 54.
Yeah.
It's a hit.
I'm sorry about the cough, guys.
That's okay.
That margarita starting to burn your throat.
I'm taking a margarita as medicine.
There you go.
Alcohol soothes the killing the germs on top of that. Sore throat.
All right,
Heaven forbid
let's
that-
see.
Heaven forbid that the Russians would discover tequila.
All right, we're going to drop a bomb on Whittingston. Why not? So we've got a 1-to-1 there. Oh, actually, we got to see if the wind is blowing. It's not. It lands right on our target. So we got a 1-to-1 on Whittingston. Here we go. 62. Almost. A cannon shell, a couple of shells scattered around him. Close, but not enough. So the first of the 24th takes a hit. And no morale check for them. Not until the next one.
The Russians are number 2. Okay.
All right. Those are my bastions on my side. Have you got anything to throw around over there, Tom?
Yeah, Saturn's going to fire on this 4-8. It's going to be 1-3 because he's sitting there in a wall.
Well, first you got to roll to see if it hits the target that you're aiming for. Nope. So now you got to roll to see where it goes.
Doesn't matter. There's nobody around.
So number 2. So it's going to... Which one were you aiming at, Tom?
This guy.
Oh, that guy there. Yeah, so no, nothing happens.
That's it.
Okay. We don't have any more. 2, 4, 6. Let's see. So that was Saturn that fired?
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody else is too far out of range. Come closer, Albert. Come closer. Come closer. Taste the shells from the Altstadt. All right.
Okay.
Back to the cup.
Wrong accent, Eric.
Oh, is it?
yeah,
They're Saxons. They're Saxons. Don't
French
Sax.
accent.
Sacre bleu. All right, go ahead. We're back to John, I think.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I mean, at this point, it's just leaders and reinforcements.
What do we get next?
There's reinforcements.
All right, so now we got my big march.
All right, I'm just gonna put it down
All right,
here and
All right.
take a pause for a second here. You guys go ahead and keep doing stuff. I'm just gonna step away for a second. All right, how's the live feed going? We got 4 people watching. Okay. Do. And sound check. Yep, sound is working. Okay, cool.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, right. Let's see here. Okay.
Move that 9-5 that you just moved.
Yeah.
Move him back. Everybody back one for him, because that other your 9-5s need to be in 3 hexes, not 2.
Oh, okay. I got you. Right. Okay.
Oh, so that means.
And do I have any others? I don't think I do. I think the others were all 11-5s.
Yeah, all your 9-5s need to be in 3.
Okay. All right. All right, now I got these. This is a very big group.
Well, no one says you have to move them forward, Albert.
Well, there we go. I think that is about it. Let's see, I'll move this guy. Maybe right here. Here. Okay. Anybody have any quarrel with that?
Tom's keeping an eye on things. I don't.
It's this 9, this 20. What is that? 20? Is that 20 or 29? 20. Okay, 9-5, 20. 20th of the, or the first of the 20th, I guess, of the 4th. He is due south of that MU-14.
MU-14, yeah, I see him.
So
he's marching adjacent to the road, which I understand is okay.
Is he in? No. Is he in column or road column?
He's in column.
Okay, so he's not in road order. So.
Right. So that's what I was trying to ask you.
I moved him 5.
Okay.
And I moved him one at a time. So.
Okay. Otherwise, I think we're good.
All right.
Exciting. I think there's only a couple of things left in the cup. I think all we got left is just the leader phase, right? There's the leaders. So anybody got any leaders they want to move around?
No.
Nope.
Okay, who are you moving where?
I moved
Barclay to
Oh,
Tully.
I do have a leader. Come on. Oh, excuse me. Okay, where is he? Oh, here he is.
All right. I'm going to try to move Drorcel. So he is 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll park him right there. All right, that's it for. Oh wait, I do have another leader, don't I? I've got this guy here who is our depot. Young guard. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll put him there with that guy. All right, that is all the excitement for me. Just keep crossing our fingers, hoping for Napoleon to show up.
Well, I believe that's the end of the evening.
It is. Let me turn the clock forward to the 9 o'clock hour.
Napoleon is an hour off.
Yep, Napoleon is an hour off. Time to worry if I were you, gentlemen.
Eric's gonna
Hang on a
music
second.
now.
Ken, hang on. All right.
Conclusions about
Really very